Hello there, the name's Josh. Look who's back again, and I'm here to keep the authenticity of last video, which you all seem to really like. So I'm gonna keep on rambling very shortly after I wake up about different Deltarune voices, and then put in actual voice acting after. Hi, editing Josh in the future here. I realized that listening back to this, my god, I ramble on and on about nothing for a while and don't even explain what this video is for any newcomers. So, hi, I'm Josh. I do voice acting sometimes. The Deltarune community has a lot of different, like, headcanon voices for, the different characters. Decide on is sort of similar vibes for the most part. Same with Undertale and whatnot, Jevil is always high-pitched, nasally, and chaotic. Papyrus is always high-pitched, nasally, and pompous. Asgore is always way deep down low, a little gruff, sometimes British if you want to have a little bit of flavor. But characters like Rules, Spamton, Metaton, Shawm, characters like that, they don't have one distinct, decided upon voice from the community. So I'm here to go over those different voices that I've put together. Let's go back to past tired, rambly Josh. Enjoy. Oh yeah, before we get started, disclaimer about Spamton. All of these voices, except for one, are going to have the same type of bracket text. I'm just saying that right now, because for the most part, pretty much everyone agrees that the bracketed text is supposed to be, different clips of advertisements and whatnot, all stitched together into Spamton speech. And there are other takes for it out there, but they're, not as popular as other takes just for the voice in general, and I don't want to saddle any of these takes of different voices with, the objectively, way less popular take for the bracketed text. So, yeah, all of the bracketed texts are going to be the same, except one, which we'll get to later. So yeah, most people have probably skipped over this entire intro by now, but yeah, let's get into it. Spamton. Whoa! If it isn't a Lightner! Hey! Looks like you're all alone on a late night. All your friends abandoned you for the slime. You are sales gone down the drain. Living in a goddamn garbage can. Well, have I got a special deal for a lonely heart like you. If you lost control of your life, then you just gotta grab it by the silly strings! Why be the little sponge who hates its $4.99 life when you can be a big shot? Big shot! Big shot! That's right! Now's your chance to be a big shot! Alright, yeah, we're starting off with definitely the most popular one this time, this is definitely the biggest archetype of Spamton voice I've definitely seen out there. People like, Alex Racon, L. Boyd, the Stupendium, Dubus Goobus, Gianni Matrograno, all these other people. This is definitely the most popular one to jump into, and I very much understand that. It's deeper than a lot of the others we'll be hearing. It's very cheesy, bombastic, very game show host vibes. It's almost got that sort of Wilfred Warfstache ism to it, where you very much overact exclusively with your lips. Where it's instead of just saying, "Oh, hi there," you go, "Oh, hi there." It's very much move the lips as much as possible, turn that slider all the way up. And I very much get it. It leans into Spamton's, very cheesy, "Hey, look at me, I'm a big star, a big shot if you would." It leans into that vibe for him very well. And I've seen so many people in the comments of the Rules video say they like this type of voice for Spamton as well as the bombastic type of voice for Rules, and this leads into something that I wanted to mention real quick, where it's just the fact that all of these voices come from such similar archetypes, deeper, bombastic, very showy, and a lot of these people share the headcanon of, hey, I like these voices for these characters, and all the more power to you. But personally for me, it just feels very much like the more we give characters these types of voices, the less diverse the voice ranges of this universe is, you know? Like if we give every character we can this deeper, bombastic voice, you know, there are differences, of course, but like, you know what I mean. I'm tired. I can't articulate my thoughts properly right now. So on to the next one.
Chris, you did it! You
Funky
little
wham!
You brought me the disc! Hoochie mama! I can feel that
Smooth taste.
already. Now, Chris, don't be greedy. Hand over the disc. Then we will transfer my
Hyperlink blocked.
Then, Chris, after, this is very, very important. Go back and put the disc back where you got it. Do that, and you have my special guarantee. I will
pass my savings on to you.
every
Shot.
every
Hyperlink blocked.
all yours, Chris. So, what do you say, big shot?
Warning, if you consent to the terms and agreement.
Our store is permanently closing down.
Alright, we're getting this canon 1 BS out of the way right now. Like, yeah, this is the canon one, the same way that the rules one was the canon one. Even more so than the rules one, actually. But, like, people didn't seem to understand that me being all like, oh, guys, this is the canon rules voice was, like, a joke. So I'm gonna real quick flatten that out right now. That's not the canon rules voice the same way that this isn't the canon Spamton voice. But, like, yeah, this one is very much, like, it's based off of the Now's Your Chance to Be a Big Shot voice clips that, like, we hear throughout his songs and whatnot. It's very much higher, nasally, very, like, fast-talking, chaotic. My one problem with it is it sounds too much like what you'd expect from a Jebel voice. Out of all the voices in this list here, I think, like, this one definitely fits the least. I'm allowed to say that because I did this voice for Spamton for a while, and, like, little voice actor brain, I get it. Like, I get how people jump to that conclusion, myself included, where it's very much just like, hey, Spamton is a lot on the smaller side, there we go, higher up voice. He's got that long-ass nose and very, like, prominently in his design, so there we go, give him some nasally aspects to that voice as well. And he's very chaotic, so, like, jump back and forth, fast talking, slow talking, you know, very much like that. So, I get it. I made those choices too. I like the voice for Spamton, but I still think that it's the least fitting. So yeah, on to the next one.
Hey! Didn't you ever hear the phrase,
Make money, not war.
how's an innocent guy like me supposed to rip people off when kids like you are beating people up, spitting in their eyes, throwing sand in their
Face.
Stomping
on their toes, yanking their
Noses.
and not even giving them a single cent for it? You should have done all that earlier and been the first to own my
Commemorative ring.
Too bad. See ya, kid.
Alright, yeah, this is one that I've definitely heard a lot of people say and go to, like, hey, this is my go-to. And, like, yeah, it's a fun voice, very good. This version of it that I'm doing right now is very much modeled after, you know, Juno Songs' Gilbert Gottfried impression, but it's more so meant, well, mine is more so meant to, like, encompass the entirety of this sort of Spamton archetype voice. You know, very rough, toothy, New York accent-ish sometimes, very over-the-top, you know, like, as much as you're possibly trying to while recording, try to keep that grimace going on. You know, you can't really see it because I don't have a camera, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, keep those teeth out, you know, very much talk like this. And, like, other people have done variations on this archetype, you know, whether intentional or not. You know, people like Zach's Realm, and a few others here and there, you know, but this one is very much, you know, yeah, it's the Gilbert Gottfried voice. Whether it's intentional by these other folks or not, like, I'm deciding to call it the Gilbert Gottfried voice because, you know, it's very much taken the most inspiration from Juno's, which takes the most inspiration from Gilbert Gottfried. May he rest in peace. But yeah, I very much get it. I like it. I can see it. and the focus on the toothy aspect of it, with Spamton having such a big, wide smile all the time, always showing his teeth. I very much like that. While Gilbert Gottfried isn't my go-to, like, celebrity voice cast for Spamton, for me that would be, like, either Rob Paulson or Jim Carrey, I still very much like this take on him, because it's very different than all the others. This one I can't see, like, selling me something I don't need off the TV, but I can see him talking me into buying a car that'll break down the moment I leave the lot, you know? So yeah, on to the next one.
Not! Let me say,
Thanks!
thanks to your total jackass stunts, I have become Neo! And now it's my
Mansion!
my
City.
my world! So why are you
Stealing.
the
Fountain!
me over right at the
Good part!
What are you, a
Game show host!
Ah, kid, forget it. I'm an
Honest man.
I'll let you
Hey.
pay your way out of this one.
Hey.
With your
Rapidly shrinking.
life.
Alright, this one is not one that I've seen anyone, like, request in the comment section or, like, talk about much, and it's definitely one of the, like, most unseen of the Spamton voices. But I really like it, because on first listen, you'd very much be able to see, oh, this feels like a combination of the last three we went to, you know, very much like the, like, New York sort of roughness of the Gottfried voice, you know, the like game show host vibes, like the host vibes of the showman voice, and like the cheesiness of it, and the higher nasally nature of the canon voice. But this one is very much, you know, also nasally. I got inspiration from a few people, namely Sandboy Donker. Check out Infinidubs. You know, it's very like 1930s, 40s, you know, the type of guy to say see, and, you know, things like that. Like an old radio host, or like, you know, car salesman or mobster of some kind. And I very much like that, because it also just combines aspects of all these other previous ones that I see fitting one way or another, and just sort of throws them into one big congealed mass of a voice that I think really fits. On to the next one. This one is this one's special, so have fun.
I used to be nothing but the email guy. Now I'm the Burns guy. Amazing, this amazing transformation. You too can have a communion with. Soon I'll even surpass that damned clown around town. But unlike him, I'm gonna shoot for the sky and get on my path to the big one.
Okay, yeah, this is literally just Jerma's voice for him. Yeah. I have not seen anyone else go for this sort of aspect of it, you know, very gruff, sporadic. What I wrote down in my notes here is, coked up Victorian oil tycoon, which I think, very much fits that vibe that it's giving off a lot. You know, improvising with the lines a bit, you know, the bracketed text is not, different, you know, clips of adverts and whatnot. It's just Spamton fucking glitching out a bit more here and there, which is, you know, this is the only one that didn't do the clips of advertisements. That's because, like, this type of bracketed text, I think, is intrinsically linked to this type of voice, where it's very, you know, sporadic, stuttery, you know, back and forth, which fits the sort of, trash goblin vibes that we get from Spamton a lot of the time, you know, and I very much think that despite it being so different, it all really fits. And while not being one of my favorite voices in this video, I still think that it's pretty up there, because, like, it's such a different take, and again, I have not seen anyone else go into this sort of area before. If you have any other people who have done that, feel free to let me know. But yeah, these are all the different types of Spamton voices that I've seen online, and yeah. Wait, hold on, before you leave, I almost forgot to mention, first of all, please like and subscribe. Second of all, we have one more sort of thing that we're doing. This isn't a new voice, but this is a new clip. I've gotten a lot of people on the rules video saying, hey, I think rules should be all of these voices, you know, just swapping between them every time you meet them, which I think is absolutely hilarious, but I don't think it fits rules as much as it does Spamton here, so enjoy.
Wait! Stop the presses! My wires. They're almost gone.
Chris!
You're
Gifting
me my freedom!
Chris!
After everything I did to you, after all the
Unforgettable deals.
free chromer I gave you, you're finally repaying my
Generosity.
Chris! I understand now.
The greatest deal of all!
Friendship! Chris, my days of long-nosed doll are over! Cut that
wire
and make me a real boy!
Are you watching?
It's time for Spamton's
Comeback Special.
And this time, I live for myself!
No.
Myself and my
Friend.
Here I go! Watch me fly!
Mama!